Yeah, guys. Wait, is there a Simply Cup? Oh, there's a Simply Cup. Let me check. Simply. He is actually doing a Simply Cup. Oh, am I actually exactly in time? So Simply Cup is also random maps kind of coming up, and then rounds, 3 rounds per map. I don't have the time to change the stream title, this warm-up I need to use to learn the track. Okay. Let's go. Dot dot dot. We play 10 to 15 maps, some amount of maps, always 3 rounds per map. And a bit of warm-up before to learn it. It's just rounds mode. Loudest winning is not so surprising, I would say, on this map. Okay. After that cup I will end the stream. Will take around 45 minutes, I guess, or an hour. Sometimes an hour. Second, nice. Scoring consistent points, 50.555. Scoring consistent points is very important in this competition here with the point system. Yeah, the point system is nice in that regard. Ah, only 6th, that was unfortunate. And this was the perfect map for Loudest, a short tech map. Oh. So now I have time for the title. Loudest is of course one of the main opponents, and then Speedstyle as well, obviously. Those two. Okay. Now we have a weirder map. It's not ice, it's a platform, then it's fine. What is the best line? It's here's a booster, right? And then you just take that one checkpoint doubled, I guess. I mean, everywhere's a booster. But especially because they are in this direction, you can't go the other way around. sick. Okay. Okay, you can overjump. I wanted to test that because I wondered already if that's possible to fail it. That's why you have a warm-up. Okay. What is that screenshot? Or is that an emote? Is it a shorty emote? F shorty von Granadi. Lol. Again, a kinda techy map, but yeah, need to beat Loudest at some point. Crazy that Speedsurf is ahead of me. Only because of my 1-6 plays, huh? I didn't think that anyone could be ahead of me. Loudest Mano. Can't be. Naja, there will be weird maps coming up, I'm pretty sure about that. There will be weird maps and there he will struggle. This is of course really good for him here. Yeah, it's a top 3 battle here. Behind it's a gap already at the moment. Look at that, man. Holy moly. These direct battles, it would be nice if I would win one of those, because it's a 12 points difference if he wins 6 points on me or I win 6 points on him. I mean, so far I'm not unhappy with my cup, because I got consistent good points, and if we have some random roll maps coming up, I created a gap to all these other players already, and that is important. Also Speedsurf lost some points. Loudest is also not far in front, like it only needs one single round and I overtake him. If I win on a weird map and he makes a mistake and ends up far behind, then I'm already in front. So far it's all okay, but do we have a special tech edition or what is that? It's again road? It's not tech though, this is probably without drift. A bit too much warm up now, I guess. Nah, you go too far. What is my time? 8.63. That was auto time. Yeah, this is weird to try, if I can tell you. Always ending up the same. No matter what I do. It's obvious that there's more possible. Okay. Hello, Brick Climber. come on. Oh, not first again, but by far my best time compared to the warm-up. But Loudest didn't win, and I win points on him as well. Ooh. Yeah, all my warm-up runs would have been 5th place then instead. No, 4th place, of course. Good one. Yeah, come, this has to be enough. Here we go. It's weird, you press the brake, but you don't necessarily drift here. No, I'm not. It's not as good. Ach komm, 1000. So. Going 400-500s slower and then getting punished that hard. But Loudest only 7th. With a 36. There were multiple 34s. And I was at least ahead of that. Like, it was a good map for me. I definitely caught up a lot to him. Can't look at the points at this moment, it's so annoying. Like, I want to look at the points, but I can't. It's just not possible. Yeah, 21 points I'm behind him. Oh! That's the worst warm-up ever. Dude, is there even a safe finish? Yeah, I get to the right. Transitions, transitions, transitions. I have an issue on this map now. This warm-up was just so unfortunate, I lost so much time, couldn't even get second time yet at the start. The ending will decide a lot anyway. Of course I lose a position by 100. Because I release at the finish. Maybe I had to release it, so I wasn't sure if I jump against it. Okay. Now this again with good points. Makes it difficult today. I make it also difficult for him though. Because no, he had such a good cup so far, but I'm not far away from him. Nice. And Loudest crashed. And now I go over. Now I take over the lead in the cup. As I said, it only needs one round Now he gains some points again though. He will still stay behind me. It was a good round by many players. I lost a lot in the middle of the track. But that's fine. The map could have been worse for me. $1,098. I see ice and I see water. The start is definitely a keyboard start. What the heck is this? Can I avoid that? I think that's what you have to do actually. Nice. The action key makes it. And Loudest left the server? Did you write something? I don't see him. I think on this map the chance high that I would have won a lot of points on him with this first round. Action key for the win. I have no idea. Too bad for that battle. This was not as good. Yeah, directly fourth instead of second. But ahead of Speedset at least. First place is crazy. He said no action key for the win. Yeah, might be that you need a different action key or some steering angle in between. You keep more. For me the difficulty mainly was that I had to switch from one hand on the keyboard to then hitting the action key on my gamepad and steering on the gamepad over the water. Oh yeah, next map. a checkpoint. We have here another checkpoint, and here another checkpoint. Yeah, finish. Woo, nice. Let's go. But I think that Lotus wouldn't have scored good on that previous map, to be honest. Similar times, but I'm not really happy with that left turn. I literally drove exactly the same time multiple times in a row now in the moment. Yeah, I continue with that. It was my fastest time, but only by a little bit. That's a weird thing on this map. Like, I think that it would be the best if you would drift many of these corners, but for the consistency here, it's actually good if you just no-slide the corners. It's weird. Like, okay, the last turn into the finish, I'm drifting. Speed self only 65 points, so I get a bigger lead now. That's good. Wow, that was amazing. Here we go. Another 100 points. And another one. Nice. Together with all the warm-up runs that I already finished, you know, when you have a good warm-up, then there's always the chance that then the live rounds go shit, but I had sick warm-up and I had sick match. I won all 3 rounds on this map, amazing. I drove this map already. Maybe even in, I think I drove it in a Simply Cup. Yeah, Kipsche writes also repeat. I drove this map in a Simply Cup already. It was weird. There was something weird with this. Ah, let me check. Oh, they all want to skip the map, it's fine. Because I think it was weird, so I'm fine to skip. Look at these loopings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loopings. Amazing. Into the finish. It will be difficult to not crash them though, I think. These loopings are always a bit weird because they don't have the same angle at every point. And it pushes the car sometimes into a direction. It's gonna be not easy. Okay, maybe it is easier than I thought. Yeah. There's not much in this map. The exit speed is very important. Can take the first turn here tight. Main thing is the second drift then. Or you can keep the slide, but that makes it very difficult. Okay, I pussied out in this important drift. This is not necessarily gonna be a top 5 place. Because my speed is like not existing. No, third place. That's actually better than I expected. To be honest, the block here seems to be a little bit different than in the old game. Again, I could have gone so much faster through it. But it showed me second place, which is okay. The only thing that annoys is that I'm behind speed cert with that. And that's not necessary, I could easily be faster there. But as I said, consistent points are also quite important. Sword with Lotus, he fell behind me even though he won most of the rounds before. But I still didn't really take all the speed through that corner that I could have done. This time I had a bad start, but I have now much more speed. Question is, do I still have overspeed after we cross multiple boosters and reactor boost? Probably not. I could have done much better on this map, to be honest. Yeah, look at that. 400s. And speed set wins it by 8000s. Like, Big Boy Gandhi was leading that. Yeah, that was unfortunate because the start, the drift, the first drift and the other 2 rounds was good. But then I had a really bad second drift, or pussied out there. Now I had a pretty good second drift, but the first drift was shit. So I didn't get a run together here. It would have been easily 36.4 or 3. But I didn't get it together. Naja. Yeah, I will then also watch the Arctic Cup after this Simply Cup here. It's like a decent map here again. Like skill based. Skill based is good in this cup here. When you lead, you don't want to have random stuff. mean, this map is also boring. Yeah, there's nothing happening, only one drift, and that decides the route. If you had on the server multiple really good players, such a map would be quite annoying with that point system, because you're kind of forced to full risk them in that one turn. Yeah, this is no shit. So at the start I had the idea of doing the diagonal jump to get more downhill. I had a really bad position, but then I went up to 4th. I saw it in that moment when I touched the wall. No, Speeds have won 5 times in a row, and most of these rounds I could have won myself. Basically I gave him hope with my pushing out of the previous map. And now he's performing. I gave him more hope with the crash. I win risk now. And it's not enough. 18.888. Ah, I didn't have the maximum exit speed, but what the fuck? Why does he hit it that well? I really risked it there, I was so inside. But yeah, in such a corner, it's all about the exit speed as well. He's still over 130 points behind me. But it's time that I gain points on him again. So we go here. Diagonal, probably there. Don't tell me that the game froze. No, it didn't. I couldn't make the interface on, you know? And again, I'm right behind Speed South. And it was really not a good run. I'm a bit afraid of that intended cutway there on the start where you use the ramp. The block before is very shaky there. I just oversteered a lot. But this was better. Finally, and there we go, Speed Self is crashed, and all the points that he gained on me in the last 8 rounds or so, he lost at just one single round. Yeah, apart from the round where I crashed myself. But all these other rounds where he was winning and I was then right behind him, second or third. Important, because this will take the momentum away from him and the hope that he will make it. I needed such a hope killer. Yep, you see? Hope killer. Only 53 points for him again. On this map I actually should have won all the 3 rounds, but I mean, it's a good map for me. The more important thing is the performance of my opponent. In third place, by the way, is Jabel, ahead of Frasix. And then Paul Malle, but there's always a gap. It's closed in the back from 7th to 10th. So I don't know how many maps there will still come. We had many kind of short maps today. So sausage, road, sausage, road. Again, a really short and simple map. Sit there. that matter. Not the best drift, but I win by half a second. And suddenly it goes completely downhill. Do you see that hope breaker? Now nothing works for him. It's kind of falling back. But the others don't really catch up that quick. I mean, I win here 76 points. That's basically a full round that I kind of win. Now suddenly I lead by over 300 points, and he was about to get under 100. With this good phase of 6 wins in a row, what he had. They all fucked up in the first round. I don't know what they did there, but I almost drove the time that I drove first round. And now I'm 5th and not even close to 4th. Thanks for the follows. I do the start round. My position speaks. Oh wait, I'm first now. I would have had such an incredible exit speed there. But the finish is right after the corner, so that's the wrong line. Ah, this is something for me. Look, there's a hairpin. Let's do a Granati run. Oh, I didn't see that the hairpin looks like that. $20.7. Let's remember that. But I fucked up this corner in the round. That was very good. I win by a lot. Speed's at 56 points, Jarp at only 19 points, but he has still a good gap to Paul, who however gains a lot on him. Tra6 also doing good, so they are staying close there. Oh. controlled a bit of speed. Let's see if it's enough. It is, I think. Kinda fucked it up this time, but I can win. Ah, close. Was my leg got worse. Got slower and slower. Got a good ending though. Doesn't end, we still continue with a very, very long map. Whew. Could be a map from under 10 seconds cup almost. But author time is 10.3. Back for answer and explanation. Gonna have to watch that. Yeah. I wondered if I should continue there with the outside. I mean, I didn't get the author medal with my kinda clean run. No, it was at 0.5, but it's a 0.3. It's not easy. Oh my god. Okay, I might good race here. What is that? Oh, speeds have 21 points. Do you see that? 40, 41, 41, 42, 42, 42, 43. What is this? The author time is 35, and all my other ones were only 0.5 before. Ah! The no slide. The no slide carries. Did it show me in the no respawn timer? Because the no respawn timer can be bugged in that case. 10.04, my warm-up ones were not 10.04. He expects 0.1, like I'm really happy with my run there. I can't really go early into the no slide. But I tried for him. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, this is a map for me. Beautiful. Is this is this an Adio map from the oldest Trackmania game? Like a remake? That could be a desert map. Race B1, yeah, it is. This is from Trackmania Original. This is from the first Trackmania game. It had 3 environments, no desert rally, and Race B1 was this track by Nadio. Rebuilt now here in Stadium with the Stadium blocks. But he used these strong uphill down hills, okay. That was all desert road, this map. Oh. Do you see it? On the desert map you were able to cut over the border here to the right and then finish. Kinda on random couple. Random cut. I'm not sure in that part where I jumped if you could also, if it's better to just keep the grip. It's really difficult to say. I don't know it. Hey, I win a close round. Not sure if these wall hit lines are paying off here. Because of the penalty afterwards. As far as I know, one more map after this. If I score kinda decent, then I already won. Because he can only score 300 points maximum, I have over 300 points lead. This looks pretty good though, to do it like this. So, last map I think. And it is it ice? Ugh, it's really so difficult to say, or is it just a mod and it's just road? Probably it's just road. But from here it looks so silver grayish, like it could be ice. But it's just road. Not even sure if it's a mod. But this part, yeah, these are of course items here. That are blocks from the old Trackmania games that the community redid, and it looks like platform here on it. Makes it a bit weird. But yeah, short tech map loaders would be proud. You know what? I make cars on. For this map. It's really the most typical mini tech map I've ever seen. Last checkpoint is here. Ah. Last one is weird. Won it. Oh, speedset must have been very far right in the finish. Good race. Okay. Dot dot dot. Hmm. 1000 behind speed start. I mean, I saw the line between us. It was just that he finished a bit further right at those finishes that end up in a corner. It's always so important that you are further inside. Or let's say, when you see two cars, it often looks like one car is ahead, but the other car gets the better time because it finished more inside. It's always more extreme what a difference it makes than you would think. Okay, so last round. There's a battle for third between Polmal and Jabel for this last round. Jabel will take it. Because I saw Polmal, he was too inside in the corner. So Jabel third, Polmal fourth, Krasix fifth, Rukfell will keep sixth ahead of Chaotic Sniper, and then Wood Merlin, Poke ahead of Cliffs, both with a decent round here. past the 3,800 points. Won by 350 points exactly. At some point it looked to be very close though. But usually it ends when we go back to the first track, I have to say. So I will just continue. No, usually we go back to map 1. Then it really ends. But people leave. Naja, I will drive this map here. This was slower. Nick selects more than what we play. Aha. In case we need to skip some, I add some extra. Okay. But how was it the other times? Did you not skip there? Because I think you did skip in the last ones that I played. Yeah, it's already over, really, the chili. But you see the results here. You can deduct the points from this track. But I was 350 points ahead of Speedsurf. Last round I drive now. Go over 4,000. With icy tires, I'm never sure if the speed slides are working on the off-road.